Good afternoon. My name is Kaylin O'Reilly, and today I am here with Ben from Good Life. Ben, thanks for coming.
Nice to meet you, no problem.
So, Ben, what originally made you interested in health, wellness, and fitness?
It was always a passion of mine. It wasn't my original career path. It kind of happened almost accidentally. So I was actually going to pursue something more in either the military or the RCMP.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very young at the time, and they actually recommended that I got a college education first because I'd be able to go further with them. I ultimately chose fitness and health because of my passion for it. I was always in the gym anyway, and I thought if I was going to go to college, might as well do something fun.
Do something you like.
Exactly, but then within that, my passion for it grew even more, and I figured I'd just stay with it.
Yeah, so you don't want to do the military anymore? You're going to stick with training?
Yeah. I'm here forever.
How long have you been a trainer?
It's been 2.5 years. It'll be 3 years in August.
Have you only been with Good Life, or did you train somewhere else prior to Good Life?
In terms of like long-term career, I've only been here. I did an internship at Snap Fitness. They're like a smaller kind of chain.
Okay.
When I was at school, but
As a co-op, or?
Yeah, it was unpaid internship. That's
okay.
the only other kind of training experience I had. But this is like my first actual job as a trainer.
Are you happy that you started with Good Life first? Just because I know at Good Life they set you up with clients.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really have to seek them too much
Mm-hmm.
yourself. Are you happy you got that start instead of having to go into like a little gym and kind of really sell yourself?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good Life has a really good onboarding policy and procedures. So starting out as a new trainer, they kind of take a lot of the stress out of it and help you out along the way.
Did you have to sell yourself still, even though you came to Good Life and they provide you with some clients? Like, did you have to go on the floor and kind of promote yourself as a trainer and show people what you're capable of?
Absolutely, you do. There is still a bit of the seeking clients yourself. Obviously, if there's a lot of availability within the gym for clients, they will get passed off to you.
Yeah.
But if there isn't, you're kind of on your own. And you can even go outside of the gym if you wanted to. So friends and family, you can bring them in. But there is a bit of kind of introducing yourself, getting to know members, showing them what you can do for them.
Do you use social networking to do that as well, or?
I haven't. I do know people have.
Yeah. It's not against Good Life policy or anything like that?
You can't directly contact anybody because there is a bit of a policy. But you can, set your status or whatever, saying like you're working at Good Life Fitness, come and see me, but you can't message people directly.
So with your education, you went to Humber. What credentials and certifications do you currently have?
I have my diploma in fitness and health promotion, which is similar to what you guys are doing.
Okay.
I also have my diploma in food and nutrition management. I have my CSEP CBT, I have my CanFit, and then I have several other smaller certifications, such as I have a powerlifting coaching one, I have a kettlebell one, I have a Swiss injury management one, and a bunch of other small ones.
In a nutshell, if someone didn't know what that really meant, what does that mean as in the trainer life? So does that mean that you're pretty well off? Does that mean you need to get more? Does that mean you're doing well?
I would say it means I'm doing pretty well.
It sounds good.
Yeah, for the most part, people will just get a generalized one. Like they'll get like their CSIP or CanFit, which covers you as a trainer.
Yeah.
But they won't go to anything specific.
Did you get your other certifications because you wanted to, or just because it kind of gives you a leg up with everyone else in the industry?
I did it because I wanted to, and also just so I'd have something other people did. So I'd have a leg up.
Yeah. So can you just quickly tell me what's your daily routine? So starting with how many people you usually train in a day.
Yeah. So I start at 6 a.m. On average, I will see 7 to 10 clients, and I usually finish about 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have a break midday, and during that break, I'll be doing paperwork, shooting off emails, working out myself, or any other kind of administrative work that I need to do. And then in terms of my clients, so within the hour, we're either working out, there might be a portion of the session where we're sitting down talking about lifestyle stuff, if they need help with anything like that, or if whatever reason I'm in need of a client, during my free time I'm prospecting, trying to get a person.
Get your face out there kind of thing?
Exactly.
Do a lot of people, I know there's a lot of negative assumptions with being a trainer. A lot of people think that just between clients they're working out or not really doing anything.
Yeah.
Do you get that a lot or not really?
And people assume that all we do is spot people and count reps.
Yeah.
You don't realize that there's a lot of behind the scenes that happens. So if my client asks a question I don't know the answer to, I'm going to have to research it. I have to do a lot of programming. Everybody's so individual.
Mm-hmm.
I have 13 clients. Each one is not at all alike.
They have all different goals and
Exactly.
needs.
So I have to spend time making sure that they're all set up properly, that their workouts are going to be good for their goals. And again, if there's any like lifestyle stuff we need to talk about, someone's not sleeping well, do I need to refer them out to somebody? So there's a lot that goes on beyond that 1 hour session
Yeah.
for when I see people.
Do you offer, like, do a lot of your clients, I assume you're with them quite often, do they want to, like, call you sometimes if they're, like, they're feeling like they're having a meltdown, or if they're kind of fallen off their bandwagon, do they call you, or?
Yep, mine's mainly through email.
Okay.
So I have an email policy. I tell them, like, if they're, like, working out on their own, or they have an emergency or a question, just to shoot me an email. I always have my phone on me, and I'll shoot them back. So
Yeah.
100%. Because there's a lot that they have to do on their own.
Yeah.
And if I'm not there, they don't know what to do. So
Yeah.
best way to contact me, shoot me an email, and I can help you out.
That's great. So being where you are now, and you're working your way up, obviously, and you've done a lot so far, is this where you want to be? Is this where you saw yourself 3 years ago?
3 years ago,
Or
yeah.
prior to when you were in the military?
Prior to that, no. Once I started, absolutely. Once I kind of got a taste for what the job's like, I absolutely loved it. Really doesn't feel like I work, like, it doesn't feel like a job. Like, I hear my clients will complain about, like, their job. They don't like their job. It's boring. They're at a desk all day.
Yeah.
Where, like, I love mine. Like, getting up at 6 a.m., sure, I'm tired, but my first client's awesome. Love them. Same with my 7 o'clock, my 8 o'clock, my 9 o'clock.
So it starts the day off well for you?
Yeah,
It keeps it going?
Absolutely.
That's awesome. As a professional, what is some advice that you would give to someone starting out? So when you got into this business 3 years ago, what would you tell someone who's new?
Focus on education at the beginning and continue it for the rest of your career. So don't fall behind, because things are always changing and there's always new things coming out. Don't give up. It's going to be a grind at the beginning. When you're starting at zero, you kind of have to work your way up to the top. Things don't happen overnight. Nothing's going to get handed to you. And don't stop. Don't give up. Keep going.
What was the best advice you were given when you first started?
Education. So when I first started, day one, I had 0 clients. So I had all the time in the world. I mean, you're doing onboarding stuff. They're training you and whatnot with Good Life Policy. But they said if you have the ability to, take as many courses as you can. So, like, I was at the gym here maybe like 4 days out of the week. And the 5th, I was somewhere for, like, a weekend course.
Oh, okay.
Built up my education. That way when I introduce myself to somebody, I can tell them everything that I had. I can show them stuff that I can do.
Yeah.
That way you appeal a little bit more to somebody. You're not just the new trainer.
Right.
You're the new trainer who knows a lot of stuff.
Right. So last question, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I will never leave this industry. I'll always be in the fitness industry. I could see myself in 5 years possibly doing something more in management.
Okay.
Definitely not at the moment now. Like, my heart and soul still with my clients. I couldn't leave them.
No.
I still want to keep training. But in 5 years, I could see myself in, like, a management position within the industry.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to me about yourself and your career. It's been
You're
really
very
nice getting to
welcome.
know you.
Yeah.
So have a nice day.
You too.
Thanks.